this morning. So I'm going to give another couple of minutes. We know minutes are precious when we're doing the short version of Wake Up. And I trust and believe that we'll have enough time to do all that is in my spirit to do this morning. So greetings, Kathleen. If someone is on a second device, if you could mute yourself because there's the echo from the device in the space. All righty. Good morning, Nija, Imani, Kathleen G, Kathy Thompson. Good morning, my beloved Sissy, my baby sister Joyce. So I'm gonna give it's 7:06. Gee whiz, already moving and grooving through time. So if you just got in, there's a challenge with Facebook. Kenyofu will alert us when and if it opens up. And if you just got here, grab pen and paper and find a comfortable position to sit in, to lay in. It's all good. If you happen to fall asleep during this process, it's perfect. It's perfect. Kenyofu, thank you for posting in the page what's happening on Facebook, letting the community know what's happening. I really do appreciate that. And if you could spotlight me, I'm going to ask everyone who is on camera right now to go off camera. And Nefertiti and Kenyofu are the only ones rocking on camera with me. And I love that. Just asking if you would all go off camera, and I will do the same because we are about to do a guided meditation. And one of the things, good morning, Kathy. One of the things that I'm present to when I do meditations in virtual spaces that we get distracted by many things. And I don't want my face or the faces of the other participants to keep you from really going as deep as your spirit desires this morning. So please go off. So Kenyofu, if you could just place in the chat what we are up to for those who are just arriving, and then admit people at will, then we'll be ready to begin. So wherever you are, and whomever you are, it's perfect. I invite you to activate the breath, which is our friend. It has been since we arrived on the planet, since we emerged from our mother's womb spaces, whether we were a C-section or vaginal birth, we arrived and then the air landed on our flesh. We may have cried at will, or we may have been urged to cry in whatever way that they did that. They cleaned out our mouths and made sure that we were fully present and that our lungs were working in the order that they were designed to work. We are here, perfect as we are in the flesh, perfect as we are embodied as human beings, and also spiritual beings. So lay back. Lay back on your bed, on your pillow, if that's where you are. Sit back in your seat if you are sitting up like I am. Adjust yourself if you are cross-legged on the floor. Wherever you are, I invite you to relax. And as we move through this guided meditation, we activate this session today. Rite, ritual. Rite, pen and paper. Rite, activation of balance. All perfection. Since the beginning of time, we have done these things. We have engaged in ritual, whether it was getting up as a cave person and making sure to peek out of the cave before stepping out, knowing that there was a possibility of a predator being in the midst, or whether it was etching images onto stone to declare I was here, I am here. Whether it was engaging in the balancing of going to the river to grab water while it was light, right, doing what is balanced and in order, right, right, and right, the pathway to the sacred. So all is well as we breathe and we find a position that works best for this sacred body that we have been given. Imagine, if you will, yourself floating on a cloud of goodness when nothing but soft, cool breezes and healing energy are surrounding you and holding you up, surrounding you and holding you up. All perfection, all part of the sacred journey. Allow every muscle in your body to sink into the safety of the space that you are in as you absorb the sacredness of this right now moment. Right ritual, right scribing, right balance, all present as a pathway to the sacred. Tune into your body. Yes, tune in. We have been trained to ignore it. The aches and the pains. We keep moving. We keep speaking. We keep partnering despite our body's plea to sit still. So right now, you have the opportunity to engage stillness as a sacred process. Tune into your body and allow yourself to be present to what is being communicated to you. And as you move with the rhythm of my voice, the intentional slow pace, I invite you to remember that your body is perfect. Notice the tense places, the tingles, the sounds, if you're moving your legs or your arms, if they are creaky sounds, or the sound of the bed moving as you activate the muscles. I invite you to tell your body to relax. You are the master, the mistress, the orchestrator, the manifester of all that your body can do and be. If there are places in your body where you feel resistance, acknowledge them. Say hello. Thank your body for communicating with you, and then give yourself permission to release the tensions. We can breathe into our feet, activate the toes with breath, just with our minds. We can tell our knees all is well. You can carry the weight. Right ritual, right scribe, right engage in rebalancing yourself. Take your time and tune in. Take your time and tune in. Ask yourself, the higher version of yourself, your spirit, what is happening with every part of myself? Remember, you have the ability to tune in and speak to every part of yourself. So give yourself attention. Feel into your head, the crown, the chakra that speaks to spirit. Allow it to touch you lightly. Feel into your forehead, the space where you furrow your brow when you're thinking or judging. Allow it to release. Feel into your eyes. They allow you to see, but do you allow yourself to see from a higher space and place? They are the apparatuses that give you access to the world, but they are not the only way to see. Rite, ritual, rite, scribe, rite, rebalancing yourself, allowing the eyes to be support, but not the end all be all. Feel into your nose, the apparatus that allows you to breathe and take in air. Allow yourself to thank it for performing its job with perfection. Allow yourself to release judgment about not allowing yourself to breathe through it. Feel into your mouth and your lips and your teeth and your tongue. Rite, ritual, rite, scribing, rite, balancing again. That tongue that activates the saliva, that makes your words come through smoothly if you would only let them. You are perfect. Your teeth, your tongue, your lips, your mouth, perfect tool for manifesting vision and light and goals and magic. Rite, ritual, rite, scribing, rite, balance. All is well. I invite you to move through every part of your body. Allow yourself to activate the awesomeness that is you, this house that has served you well, even when you were disconnected from it. It has sheltered your spirit so lovingly. We restore balance. We restore balance through breath, through the activation of every element that lives in our bodies. Rite, ritual, rite, scribing, rite, balance restored. And as you breathe, as you activate your abdominal muscles, as you remember that you came here to breathe and to be, I invite you to begin asking Spirit to give you what to write, WRITE, what to write so that you might be aligned with what you would benefit from writing and rebalancing right now. Your body is talking. Will you listen? I invite you to write. So before we come back on camera, for those of us who were, I ask that you take your time, and as you continue to breathe, and breathing is your friend, remember? I invite you to invite yourself to write what is there. Grab pen and paper and write what is there for you. Kenyofu, if you can give us 2 minutes. Let me know if you unmute yourself, if you could give us 2 minutes to write what is there.
I got it.
Thank you. And if you had just joined the space, I think I saw Sister Theodora. We just experienced a guided meditation where we activated the power of our bodies just to be. And so I invite you, beloved Theodora, to grab pen and paper and just activate the breath and tune into your body. Where there is pain, I invite you to thank it for showing up. Where there is tension, I invite you to tune in. And since our bodies are always communicating, I invite you to grab pen and paper and to use now what is maybe a minute and a half to scribe about the message that your body has for you. Remember to breathe.
Seconds.
Thank you.
20 seconds. Five seconds. That was time.
Awesome. All right, let us return to the space and show ourselves. Thank you, Nefertiti. So I'm going to start with you because you're the first beautiful face that I see, and ask the other sisters and brothers that are on the line if you could show yourself. Doesn't matter what you look like, truly, just show yourself. Nefertiti, if you can unmute and share what came up for you. And what I wanted to do is preface this by saying, if nothing came up, that's something. If nothing came up, that's something. It's a message as well. So I don't want anybody to be freestyling and making stuff up. I really want to activate and choose to activate the pathway that was created, which is the ritual, the writing, and then we'll talk about the third part of it. So Nefertiti, what came up, if anything, for you?
What I wrote, thank you very much for the guided meditation. That I was holding tension in my shoulders, neck, and forehead. And then I wrote that I was holding stress. I also wrote calm and blessed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think what was coming up for me is that I felt a calm. I just felt blessed. I felt thankful. I felt gratitude. But I also realized that I was carrying tension that I guess I didn't really realize until the meditation, that I was carrying tension in my shoulders. Yeah, like I was holding stress in the body.
Okay. Yeah. And I trust the wisdom of this group, and I trust your wisdom through the, I'm a metaphysician, so the body speaks and there are meanings, not to stress us out, not to bog us down. I have to keep saying this. There's some of that in this space, like make wrong, like, this is happening and I'm doing this to myself and I'm wrong about this and I should be exercised. None of that. It's all information. It's all a light inquiry and exploration. So what do you know intuitively about the shoulders and what that message has for you? That tension is there. What do you know that to mean for yourself?
I think for me, what I felt intuitively, that it was a message to not always be going, because my mind just never stops analyzing things. And I think that I feel that my mind is connected to the tension in my shoulders and everything, because even when I'm trying to sleep, and I'm also an insomniac, but even when I'm trying to sleep, I'm thinking. And it wasn't until the guided meditation, because when I was laying down, I thought, I'm fine, I'm relaxed. And then as we continued, I was like, oh, I'm not relaxed. So I realized that the tension, I believe, is related to my mind going. And I do believe I need to be more aware to give my body and my mind breathing space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we get to the Rite, RIGHT part of the ritual process, or just the space today, the container that has been created, then we'll see what you can choose to do. And it's all a matter of choice. You mentioned yesterday when we were doing the debriefing that there is an issue with insomnia. And once again, as a metaphysician, there's meanings behind what happens and what doesn't happen with our bodies. And it's all an opportunity to look. We're an empathic person. And sometimes, spirit deals with us in the hours where most people would be asleep. So there may be a continuous thing around the insomnia. Maybe spirit speaks during that time and it's just like they're keeping you up. And what there is to ask them, can you pick another time to negotiate space with me? I don't know, but it's all a matter of discovery and exploration. So thank you for your share.
Thank you.
Yeah. So who else would like to share? And remember, I would love for you to be off camera as part of the share, not hiding yourself or worrying about hair or the background. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. I really want to be with you. So can Yofu help me out? I'm not sure. I can pick intuitively for sure, but I'm not altogether sure who landed in the space at what time. So Amal and Stacy. So let me start with Mama Amal, and then we'll see what happens with Stacy, and then I'm going to complete with the last part of the ritual. Amal?
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
What resonated to me was the statement you're saying that we can restoring my soul. I believe you said that, and that really landed with me. And I've got to unpack to see what that really means for me. Restoring the soul. That was, I've never heard that before. And also, you mentioned accepting my body exactly the way it is right now. And as I get older, things are sagging, and I got that big pouch around me. And every time I walk by a mirror, I just shake my head. And I guess I just have to accept that is where it is right now. But at the same time, I know that I could do something physically through exercise and be more conscious about eating and drinking plenty of water, which that's the part I don't do. So that's what came up for me during the meditation.
Ashe. You know, what is being given to me right now is when I think about your ancestors back and back and back and back and back, like before we were wearing clothes, and, you know, just when I think about them unapologetically climbing and digging and reaching and looking up and looking at the awesome wonder of the sun, like being present to nothing but what was around them, and in taking it in, not attached to anything other than maybe making sure that they ate and sleeping, because I'm tired, before we became these machines that we are right now. When I think about your ancestors knowing exactly how to be with, not in the story of, damn, look at this pouch around my belly. They didn't give a damn about that. It's just like, just be, eat, live, breathe, look, enjoy, whatever that meant back then, because it's nothing to do with what we're doing now. So it's in your DNA to accept and to align yourself fully with what you are. All of this other stuff is part of the pain body and what we've been conditioned to believe is real. And all that is real is this moment that we have right now. Like the other has passed. And you know this already, like you're masterful, you're a metaphysician as well. You've taught me in this space through things that you have said. I look at your boldness, you know, shaving your head and, you know, just being unapologetically aligned with, I am choosing to be a sexual being, you know, and inviting that in, like you're awesome already in the activation of that. So in the ritual of right, and right, that last part, balancing yourself and getting realigned with the fact that everything in the mirror is perfect. And this is for me too. You're my reflection. As I age, I'm like, oh, you know, these bags, oh, you know, my legs, there's movement when I walk now. Like, what's up? Like, where's the muscle mass? All that judgment takes me away from my power. And I know I'm a powerful person. All of that makes me small. I'm bigger than this body. I'm a conduit for healing. And when I get caught up in what the body looks like, I can't fully be with you.
Yeah.
So thank you for what
thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 7:29. I want to move to the Rite, RIGHT. Now, I just want to say that this is not about right, wrong, that dichotomous thinking. This is about balance and alignment. So somebody remind me of what this is called, because my brain just left it. Is it a homily? No, it's not a homily. That's probably associated with spirit. What is it, these words with that sound alike but are spelled different? For the education. Homonym. Thank you. I'm like homily. I think that's what preached word. But we can invite that into a homonym. So in the right ritual, the last right is RIGHT. Once again, no attachment to right or wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. That's what the world says, that polarity or polarization of things. It's either right or it's wrong. What I'm talking about is balance, like a baby. The balance of just using its arms and crying when it's hungry. And, you know, just, we teach babies how to be everything other than what they were born to be, which is just receivers of all the world has, that all the world has to give. We teach them to worry and just all of that stuff that's low vibrational. And I understand it's necessary for survival, some of it, but some of it is just messy. So when it comes down to RIGHT, activate the apparatus, which is your hand, whether it's your left hand or right hand or your ambidextrous, activate your hand and write down one action that can restore balance for you based on what your body told you this morning. And if you came in after the guided meditation, you can still do the exercise. You can tune in and take some breaths, close your eyes, and just ask yourself, what part of your body is talking to you right now, is screaming for attention? Is it your belly? Is it your feet? You know, is it the eyes? Is there fatigue or tension? Is it your head? Is there a headache on the right side of your temple that is just pulsing? Whatever it is, creakiness in the knees, your joints are aching. What is your body asking you to do? And it may not even be about taking care of your physical beingness. It might be releasing that relationship that you are holding tight to, as if there is nothing else. If you lose that, then there's nothing. I'll never have another relationship again. If it's a conversation that is stuck in your jaw, your neck, what's an action that you can take to RIGHT this thing so that you can have balance and the restoration of homeostasis in your beingness? So write it out, just one thing. Don't overdo it. It might be one word, speak. It might be one word, move. That might be move out of the space you're living in because it's not serving you. Maybe you're living with people or you're living with someone and there's abuse. That's just what's coming up for me. It might be teach. Share what you know with others and stop pretending like you don't know. Let's release the tendency to make things extra. Doesn't require a whole bunch of words. It could be one word. And once again, in the formula, pathway to the sacred, Rite, meaning ritual, Rite meaning scribe, write it down, and Rite meaning restore to order. So let me hear 7:33. I'm going to stay on just a few more minutes. So let's hear from Ebony Simpson.
She just got into the space.
Oh, got it. Okay. So I know
Stacy had
Ebony.
her hand.
Okay.
Stacy has her hand up.
All right, Stacy, and then I'm going to come back to Ebony. Ebony, I know you, and I'm going with what oh, you know what? I'm going to save this last piece for you, Ebony. So I have a last piece to close out with everybody, but I'm going to let you be the person that picks for us. And I'll tell you what I mean later. So Stacy, unmute. What's the Rite, the balance restoration for you?
So it was my belly is where I felt movement. And as soon as you said that, it was like, rawr. And I said, she's craving love and for my beloved to lay on her and rub it, eat well, and also just the right to request what I desire.
Yeah. What's something that you think about requesting and your belly locks up? You're like, I can't, it's too much. I can't ask for this.
Oh, Lordy.
Just one thing though.
I don't know. Ooh, I would have to type it in after my brain is just going now.
All right.
Trying to think of something.
Yeah. Leave the brain and go back to the belly. That's where the message is. Right. Nothing to think about. We all have stuff. Like when I'm in an intimate partnership, sometimes it's hard for me to ask for care and support. There's some level of shame around this or resistance around that when I'm in intimate partnerships, certain levels of asking for things from intimate partners. And it's an old story that I have about worthiness. So when it comes to, you can type it in or you can type it on the thread. Oh, I don't even know if did we make it to Facebook, Kenyofu?
We did not.
Okay, got it. All right. You'll let us know. You can type it in on the Facebook page. All righty. We have, thank you, Stacy. We have Zakia. Unmute yourself. Z,
Greetings.
there you go.
Yeah, I just need to be.
Ashe. B.
Yeah, just be. I spend a lot of time being too many things. I just need to be.
Mm-hmm. Be still, be present,
Yes,
be
be.
aligned. Ashe,
Yes.
thank you. Who else did we pick? Was it Inez? Oh, Teresa, sorry, Teresa.
Damn.
Touch. The
Okay.
word is,
You're going in and out, Teresa.
my word is touch.
Touch. And give us a little bit more. Touch what? Touch.
Just miss that touch, of someone loving you and being with you.
You mean loving you and being with you?
Yes. Yes.
Ashe. Yeah.
Yes.
You resist people laying hands on you?
Yes.
And what's the source of that?
From the abuse and, not feeling comfortable, to receive it, just suddenly, like if I'm prepared for it, it's okay. But just, just for them to touch me, it throws me off.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Thank you, beloved. And I thank you for your tears. All right. So Ebony, can you unmute? We're gonna close out. And Teresa, there's something more to unpack. Reach out and touch someone. Let them know so you can unpack. You can unpack with me, but there are others in the community that can support you. You're loved in this community. So please do reach out and let someone touch you energetically so you can be supported. So Ebony, I'm holding some cards. We have a message for everybody in the space before we close out. So I'm gonna move through them and then you just tell me when to stop, okay?
Okay.
Did you get what I was saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
I did.
So tell me when.
Okay. How about now?
Okay. Woo, perfection. Thank you, Ebony. So this is for you in the group. So let me show you the card. Can you see it?
Mercy.
Yes. This is for everybody. All right. Mercy. Mercy is blessing others with our compassion and forgiveness. We are touched by their suffering and want to help. Justice is giving people what they deserve. Mercy is giving them more. We are merciful when we give ourselves and others a fresh chance after an offense or mistake. Nothing inspires hope so much as a clean slate. When we have the humility to remember the countless mercies we receive throughout life, we find it in our hearts to show mercy to others. We offer the gift of our tenderness. The quote from Mercy: "The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him or her that gives, him or her that takes." That's William Shakespeare. So the practice of mercy, because some of us need to work the muscle of mercy and being merciful. It says, "I am compassionate and forgiving. My heart is moved by the suffering of others. I overlook mistakes. I give others and myself the chance to start over. I am thankful for the divine mercies I have been shown. I treat others tenderly." So beloveds, the final quote from Mercy: "I am thankful for the gift of mercy. It makes my life a blessing." Ebony, thank you. Thank you. All right, family. Have mercy on your own bodies, in your relationships. Allow your higher self to speak to you and through you using the energy and vibration of mercy. I thank you all for being with me for this moment in time. And what Spirit is saying is that I need to do a 90-minute session of this, clearly. So I will be back and I'll do that in October. So stay tuned and be ready. So the slides, I forgot. Oh my God, the slides. So stay in touch, invite others. Our community can benefit from growing. And so I just ask that we continue to invite others. We can get in a groove of just being comfortable. It's like, I'm here, I come, but please do invite others so that we can keep growing and expanding. There are those who are waiting to be in this space and they don't know it because we haven't invited them. You know, our page on Facebook, if you're new today, join us on our Facebook page by using this link. Instagram is at Wake Up Series, YouTube, bit.ly/WUE on YouTube, and email us if there are suggestions or just a testimony you want to give, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. So let's go to the gallery view. Kenyofu, you want to say anything? Here's our schedule. I don't think we have a slide up for who's up next tomorrow. Kenyofu, did you? Oh, it's Dawn, my coach. Dawn Speaks is up tomorrow, and she'll be blessing us around the power of our time. So anything else before we close out, Kenyofu?
No.
All right.
Thank you, Shawnee.
Oh, thank you. Love you all. Have a blessed morning and rest of your week. And I will see you soon.
We
Same thing.
love you.
Thank you so much. Love
And we can give to you. Hello, energy.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
Love you. Thank
Love
you.
you.
Thank
you.
you. This was so
Very much.
powerful.
Thank you.
It
Have
was
a
so
great day.
needed. Thank you
Thank
so much.
Have a
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
wonderful,
Bye.
prosperous day.
Thank you.
Love
Much
you.
love
Thank
to
you.
you.
Bye.
Blessings.
Love
I
you.
love those cards too.
This was
Yes,
so
what are those
necessary for
cards?
my body.
Love
Thank you
those
so
cards.
much.
Thank
Them
you.
in,
Thank you,
on
Kenyofu.
Facebook,
Blessings.
please, what those
Love
cards
you.
are.
Love you too,
Thank,
ladies and gentlemen.
thank you so much.
Thank
Blessings to
you
you
so
all.
much. Thank
19.
you.
19.
17.
Blessings.